Dear students, hope you are going well with your studies. Today I am going to present the poem Greenhouse Effect by Carl Dennis. About the poet Carl Dennis. Carl Dennis was born in 1939 at St. Louis, Missouri. He completed his BA from University of Minnesota and PhD from UC Berkeley. He became the professor of English at SUNY Buffalo. He was the winner of Pulitzer Prize for his book Practical Gods. He is known for quiet intelligence, meditative tone, and moral clarity. Major works of Carl Dennis include House of My Own, The Outskirts of Troy, Meeting with Time, Practical Gods, Callings, Another Reason, Night School, etc. About the poem Greenhouse Effect. The poem was published in August 1985. It is an eco poem warning about climate change. It uses dystopian imagery to show life after global warming. It reflects environmental ignorance and its consequences. Summary of the poem. The poem describes a future of gradual global warming. The plains become giant dust bowls due to a desertification. Greenland and Antarctica rise as new world powers. America becomes poorer. Cities are overcrowded. Suburbs turn into farms. People walk or use trolleys. Ornamental trees replaced by practical nut trees. Citizens volunteer to maintain public buildings. Society adjusts to a reduced survival-based life. The major themes and ideas included in the poem are environmental ignorance and global warming, decline of prosperity and civic pride, irony and passivity in accepting decline, critique of American exceptionalism, human adaptability in a changed world. Irony and passivity found in the poem. With a little effort, the country will go on. The line refers to ironic acceptance. People ignore environmental collapse. The prevalent symbolism in the poem, ignoring the heats from the Arctic, it's a willful ignorance that causes harm to mankind. Humanity adopts without remorse or resistance. Symbolism and imagery. There are various symbolic elements. Nut trees and vegetables on lawns represent survival replacing beauty. Sheep in the squares refers to fall of civilization like ancient Rome. Korean armadas refers to loss of global dominance. Here, poetic realism is blended with prophetic tone. The very message conveyed in the poem, the greenhouse effect, specifically the warning against the complacency in the face of environmental crisis. It suggests that moral and ecological awareness are linked. It reminds the readers that human survival requires responsibility. Style of Carl Dennis. The poem is simple yet reflective in tone and language. Conversational tone with moral depth is used here. Carl Dennis has combined realism with philosophical reflection. It encourages introspection and awareness. The glossary and word notes of critical words are given here. Please see on the screen. The structure and form of the poem, it is written in free verse, no fixed rhyme or meter. There are 37 lines written in a single continuous stanza, prose-like flow. A calm, rational speaker, detached yet foreseeing disaster. The poem moves from description of climate change to the consequence, economic and social collapse, and its acceptance, that is, a resigned attitude. The poem ends returning to irony. People ignore the heats from the Arctic, showing complete denial. Various poetic devices and figurative languages are used here, like imagery, irony, metaphors, personification, etc. There are various themes in this poem like environmental neglect, irony of adaptation, fall of civilization, moral apathy, economic and social decline, survival over aesthetics, and many more. Carl Dennis, the greenhouse effect is not just about climate, it is about moral blindness. It invites students to reflect on how comfort and ignorance shape our world. Through subtle irony and vivid imagery, Dennis turns ecological warning into poetic truth. Thank you. Have a nice day.